Fun fact: a lumen is a unit of luminous flux, which measures the power of light perceived by the human eye. Hey everyone, I have another knife review for you today. As you can see from the table in front of you, we're going to be taking a look at a Tool Logic product. This is something I've been trying to get my hands on for a while, and finally have got the chance to pick one up. So it does come in this collective tin that you can keep in if you'd like to. This is the model SL-1 with the light attachment. Right. It comes with a little pamphlet here on the different models and some of the features. Right. So nice little pamphlet. It's nice that they included that. This is the actual knife here. Right. It does come with a padded insert, a cutout for the batteries, and a cutout for the actual knife itself. Alright. So this is the knife, the Tool Logic model SL-1. This is the full-size one with a light attachment. There is a mini version of the same knife, but I opted for the full-size one. Alright, I couldn't find many specifications on the knife. There's nothing that came with the actual knife itself, and on the website they only listed two different specifications, one being a 3-inch long partially serrated blade, and the other being that it weighs 2.7 ounces. It's always kind of frustrating when I go to do a review or just to check up on a knife, you know, on any given day, and they don't provide any information on the knife, you know, overall length, blade length, handle length, weight, steel used, what the handle's made out of. It really bugs me when they don't include those type of things. Sometimes, you know, it's just the company. Other times, it makes me think that they're trying to hide something by not telling you what the materials that they're using. With that said, I've carried this knife for about 2 weeks, and the overall performance has been decent. I've been happily surprised with this knife. Paying $29 for it, it's not too bad of a purchase. But there's definitely some things I would like to improve on it. With that said, so first off, let me bring you in close here. This is the partially serrated model. It's extremely hard to find the full plain edge version. I would have much preferred that, but I just got what I could get my hands on. Alright, from the factory, it was decently sharp. I was very surprised. Over the course of the 2 weeks, the knife did dull, and I did have to just resharpen it. So, with there being no blade steel mentioned and nothing stamped on the actual blade, it's very hard to tell what kind of steel it is. But with that type of use that I put it through, I would imagine it somewhere around AUS 8 or something like that, but I'm not completely sure. Alright, the knife does open with a thumb hole here. Alright, an oval shaped hole, something similar to what Spyderco uses on their bird line. And it's a very easy opening method. You can get it pretty fast if you practice with it, so no problems there. Alright, the knife does lock with a liner. Alright, it's a surprisingly nice lockup with this knife, I must say. From the factory and after 2 weeks of use, there has been no development in up and down play or side to side play. So it's pretty solid. Nice tolerances, so no complaints there. Alright, the handle material was not listed, but it definitely does not feel like an FRN or anything like that. So to me, it's, you know, just a hard plastic that they're using for the handle, which is fine, but I would definitely prefer an FRN. Okay, on the back here it does have a pocket clip. It's an okay pocket clip, nothing to write home about. The tension's great, fine, you know, it stays in your pocket, but I think it just looks kind of cheap, you know. So this is the only position that you can orient the knife for a tip up right hand side carry. Right? You cannot swap it to any other side or any other configuration. One of the reasons being is on the other side it has a little emergency whistle built into the handle. Alright, I'll demonstrate that for you now. It's a whistle. I mean, it's nice to have. It's a cool little feature. So if you need it, you could use it. Alright, right above the whistle is a lanyard hole, relatively small. Definitely can't fit 550 cord in there. You might even have a hard time fitting some 450 in there. So just probably some type of string if you want a lanyard. Alright, the main attraction, and probably what you guys have been waiting for me to talk about this entire video so far, is this light attachment. This little piggyback light attachment that's on top of the knife. Alright. Tool Logic provides several different inserts that you can have for any specific knife. This is the LED light version. Alright, they do provide a fire steel, a diamond sharpening rod, and a law enforcement version that has a handcuff key, which is pretty cool. So it's very nice that they do offer several different inserts, and you can buy the inserts and use them depending on the day if you wanted to, and swap them out. You don't have to buy several different knives. So that's definitely a cool feature. This whole attachment up top here can be taken off if you adjust this screw here, and you can pull it off if you don't want it. Okay. So the entire reason I bought this knife is because I like the concept of having both a knife and a flashlight, or whatever other tool, the fire steel or handcuff key, in one unit. I think that a lot of people are deterred from carrying like a knife, a multi-tool, a flashlight, several different things. But if it's encapsulated in one item, they might be more inclined to use it. And I think that's why the Tool Logic knife here is pretty cool. I on occasion carry my Phoenix PD20. It's not something I carry every single day. I used to. I've just kind of broken off of that. On days that I know I need it, I'll take it. Other days I might just leave it home, which isn't necessarily good. Days you leave it home are usually days you need it the most. And so a tool like this that encompasses both. So if you take your knife, you're going to have your flashlight or your fire steel or whatever. Is a pretty cool idea. All right. So you can use the flashlight with the knife open or closed just by turning the front of the knife, the front of the flashlight here, which will turn it on. It is an LED flashlight. They did not list the number of lumens or the runtime, but it is using 4 small watch batteries as its power source. Alright, you can remove the flashlight simply by pulling it out of its little shell here, and it does have an O-ring seal, so it is nice and difficult to get out, so it sits in there securely. Alright, this is the flashlight itself. Pretty cool little unit. As you can see, the O-ring seal on the back here, and Tool Logic written on the front. As you turn, it'll turn the light on for you. So pretty cool. On the back here is a magnetic attachment, which I think is one of the coolest features of this entire flashlight portion. It allows it to become a hands-free light. If you simply turn on the light, I'm going to use the box here as a demonstration, stick it at something magnetic, and it'll hold it still for you. You can adjust the swivel if you want to, so it could be pointing down or pointing up, whatever the case may be. So it becomes a little hands-free unit, which is a pretty cool concept, I think. Alright, so this knife is definitely an interesting. Oops, you have to line this up before you get it in there properly. This knife is definitely an interesting concept and something I think is pretty cool. There are definitely some improvements in materials, definitely listing the blade steel and probably improving it, different pocket clip, FRN handle. I mean, all those can be improved, but the overall concept is pretty cool. And for $30, it's it's just something neat to have, and definitely something cool for my collection. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you're interested in this little knife and flashlight combo, check out Tool Logic. This is the model SL-1. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.